So David, a 3-1 win at 1874 Northwich today, is that like a typical game of two halves today?
It was two completely different halves of football, wasn't it? First half, we couldn't get going. I thought the 1874 were very good. I thought the wing backs were excellent. They really pegged us back. We ended up playing a 4-5-1 and we just couldn't get out of our half. Tomo made a good save not long after they scored as well to keep us at 1-0. Second half, I thought we were excellent. I thought we'd moved the ball far better. I thought we played far higher. I thought Umar was great in kind of linking it up and the movement across the front three. Keaton, and then when Eden came on, and then Andy Keogh I thought was superb when he came on. I think he just controlled the tempo of the game. They had a big chance just before we went 2-1. They hit the bar, and then after that I thought we controlled it and we could have had probably another couple on top of what we did.
What did you say at half time to turn it round?
There were two big messages. One was just around the doing things properly. So I thought in the first half we were too casual. I thought our touch wasn't good enough, our passing wasn't good enough. The only person who beat the first man with a cross was Josh Dickin on the 42nd minute, and we were just too casual. So it was a bit about doing things properly and with purpose. And then there were some tactical tweaks we made. They were playing quite an aggressive 3-5-2, and by tweaking it, we sort of changed that and pegged them back into more of a 5-3-2, and that allowed us to play 20-30 yards up the pitch. I think the pitch makes a difference as well. We're going downhill second half. You tend to get a bit higher when you're going down the hill. But they took it on board. I thought the tactical tweaks worked, but I thought the lads took responsibility. I thought that was the biggest thing. If you look at the individuals, they were having that extra touch, they were making that pass, they were being braver in possession. All the things we asked for. I thought they were genuinely superb second half.
You mentioned a couple of players there, but was that bit of vintage Jack Bannister today in the second half? Because he looked unplayable at times.
He's got this sort of weird ability to just twist out of a situation when you don't quite know he's going to do it. He's got really sharp, fast feet and a turn, and he was twisting past their fullbacks and the centre backs a few times. I thought he hit the shot early and he got a bit of luck with the deflection. I thought he perhaps should have done slightly better when he played Eden. I thought the pass was slightly behind him, but then he 3 or 4 more times he just got us up the park, and he was a massive contributor to the goal that Umar scored. Yeah. The press from Banny, from Eden and from Joe Richards to win us the ball back 30 yards from their goal line epitomised what we were about. It wasn't just about hard work and quality on the ball, it was off the ball as well in the second half.
And Umar's goal today, we'll get onto the Umar bit first, but Joe Richards trying was it a shot, was it a cross?
Shot, yeah, we were right behind him, it was right in front of the dugout, and you can see he had a touch, he glanced up and he hit it, and it was a shot.
Outrageous.
Very unlucky.
But just what you want there, your striker following the ball in, first one to the ball and tapping it home.
Yeah, and he came out, it's another tap in. I said, well, take 20 of them a season, Umar. He wants to score, he wants to get in there. He has that habit of getting in between the posts when things are falling. Saturday and today were both perfect examples of that. I think he's like 4 from 7 in the league. It's a very good return, but I think if you look at his play today, first half he was probably the one player who could hold his head up high, I would have said. He worked at times against 3 centre halves and a holding midfielder, and he still got us up the pitch at times. He still got his body in, he still linked things up. And then second half, I think nearly everything that came in, he held up, linked in play, went in beyond. I thought he was a really, really good number 9 performance tonight.
And Callum Lee back in the starting 11, scores today. Good moment for him, especially after a bit of time out injured.
Yeah, he's bounced back really quickly, and I think there was still a little bit of trepidation at times with him, particularly going up for headers. I think you could see that. But the other side of the game, he's kind of recycling the ball, he's turning it over, his passing range, and the little build up to his goal was excellent as well. We worked it down the wide. I think Banny twisted and turned and kept the ball alive, and then a good ball in and a set off, and you could see Callum was stepping in, confident to hit it, and made a decent connection. So it was a good goal, and good seeing back so quickly.
And second half, slight change from the first half in the way the players were. It was a proper team performance. You could hear that in the way they were talking to eeach other, geeing each other up. That's got to be something that pleases you moving into a tough set of games.
The reaction pleased me. Half time, it was nothing. There's no ranting, no raving, but just a sensible conversation, and the reaction then and the ownership that the players took in the second half is what pleased me most. We've got experience in there, and you could hear Shane Killock and Keogh when he came on, and Mark Lee's organising. But then you start to see it more and more from younger players, Josh Dickin and Will Shepherd, Callum Lee, asking players to do jobs, and that's what we want. We want players to do their job and players to demand more from the teammates. And second half, we got that reaction.
And last little bit, I suppose, from on the pitch today was Will Shepherd seemed to pick up a knock in the second half. Anything to worry
Yeah,
about?
we're not sure what it is. It's just a bit of stiffness.
Okay.
So it was more precautionary. There's no problem bringing Jack Grundy in. We know what Jack can do. So we had a bit of stiffness, and he was. Let's get him off. Let's assess it and see how he is Thursday.
2 wins in a row, and we're going to a big game at the weekend. Thoughts on that one?
It's difficult to know what we're going to get. They've just changed. Well, just Dave Dempsey's parted ways with the club, however you want to describe it. But they've got a very good squad. He assembled a really good squad there. I don't expect they'll be very different in terms of how they play. But if you look at what they've got quality throughout. So it's going to be a really difficult game. I expect a few players with points to prove as well. So last season we should have taken something at Clitheroe. We should have done better last season at home against Clitheroe. There's a risk of becoming kind of that team, that bogey team. So if we play like we did second half today, I think we've got a real chance. If we play like we did first, I think we'll get turned over. It's up to us as a management team and up to the players to make sure we're right for the first whistle.
Thanks, David. Well done for tonight.
Cheers, Nathan.